Okay, as we have studied earlier for this chapter, some natural phenomenon. Yesterday we did some activities and came to know that a bright flash of light seen in the sky is termed as lightning, and it is caused by accumulation of charges in the cloud, as we'll be studying in the next class. I told you that Benjamin Franklin was an American scientist who observed lightning when he was flying a kite during lightning and thunderstorm. And to understand better the phenomenon of lightning, we have to understand the concept of electric charges first. And for understanding the concept of electric charges, we did a series of activities yesterday. And when we did all these activities, we can conclude now that when all the particles of an object acquire electric charge, the object on the whole becomes electrically charged. और ये जो charges होती हैं, they do not move, they are at rest, and then the object is said to have acquired static electricity. जब हमने activity की थी, while we did the rubbing of, we rubbed a plastic ruler or a plastic comb on our hair and brought it near the bits of paper, we did see that both the things, the hair and the plastic ruler or plastic comb, get or acquire small charge, and then the body is said to be charged. That means the electric comb or the plastic comb or the hair, both are getting charged, and such bodies are termed as charged bodies. By convention, there are two types of charges, positive and negative. And another convention is the charge acquired by a glass rod. Glass rod के ऊपर charge जो develop होती है when it is rubbed with a silk cloth is positive. And at the same time, charge acquired by ebonite rod. Ebonite is a kind of material which is, when rubbed with fur, attains a negative charge. This we have to remember कि जो charges develop होती हैं by rubbing, they do not move, hence they are termed as static charges. Now there are three ways in which a body can be charged. First one, we did all the experiments charging by rubbing. A body can be charged easily by rubbing with the other body. ठीक है? This we did it. We charged a plastic refill, an empty refill, with a polythene. All right. We charged balloon with wool. So this is the first way how an object can be charged by rubbing. An object can be charged by conduction also. You have already read the term conduction in class 7th, where we read it in with respect to heat, transfer of heat. If a charged body is touched to an uncharged body, charged body अगर हम touch कर देते हैं to an uncharged body, electric charge होती है, it flows from charged body or charged object to the uncharged object. And you have to keep this in mind, the object acquires the same charge as the charged body. So when an uncharged body and a charged body are kept in contact, close contact, then the uncharged body gets charged, acquiring the same charge as that of the charged body, and that is charging by conduction. The third one is charging by induction. If a charged body is brought close to, but it is not touched with the uncharged body, it is brought very close to the uncharged body, the charged body induces an opposite charge, not the same charge, an opposite charge on the uncharged body. But the uncharged body gets charged with an opposite charge of that of the charged body. So there are three methods: charging by rubbing or friction, charging by conduction, and charging by induction. जब charging by friction है, both the bodies acquire same charge. When it is by conduction, the uncharged body, when in contact with charged body, acquires the same charge as that of the charged body. And when it is by induction, the uncharged body gets the opposite charge when it is kept in close contact. It's brought close but not in contact. Then the uncharged body gets charged with an opposite charge to that of the charged body. Now let us know how can we know whether a body is charged or not. Before we understand this concept, I want you to see this small video so that we can summarize as to what activities we did yesterday.
We often create such charge or static electricity by rubbing two materials. Such charge can be positive or negative. When we create static electricity by rubbing two objects, say we rub a balloon with woolen cloth, then one object gets positive charge and the other gains negative charge. Let us perform a small fun experiment to understand the charges. We take two balloons and hang them close to each other. Balloons are not touching each other, as you can see. Now, we rub both the balloons with cloth, which means both the balloons get same kind of charge. Now, let us release them. We would find that the balloons are repelling each other. It means same kind of charges repel each other, just like north pole of the magnet repels another north pole, and opposite charges attract each other.
Okay, beta. So let us summarize yesterday's 3 activities. We could not do this activity, but we did do the 2 activities. The first activity, what we did was, the first one, what you saw in the video. 2 balloons were rubbed with the same material, the woolen cloth, and both of them acquired or developed charges. When these 2 balloons were brought together, they repelled each other. They moved away from each other. The second activity, as some of you today explained me and we did yesterday, that when 2 empty refills were rubbed with polythene and they were brought together, they also showed repulsion. The third activity is now that you're taking a charged balloon charged with a woolen cloth and you're taking a plastic refill which is charged with or rubbed with a polythene. Now you're bringing a charged balloon and a charged refill together. And when these 2 objects are brought together, these 2 charged bodies charged with different material are brought together, they show attraction. They come closer. That means we can summarize that like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. कैसे? जब हमने refill का experiment किया, 2 refills charged with the same polythene, they showed repulsion. Charged balloons charged with same woolen cloth, they showed repulsion. That means they developed similar, because they were charged with similar object, they developed similar charges and they showed repulsion. But a balloon and a charged refill, when brought together, charged with different material, they showed attraction. That means that they've developed different charges. They develop different charges and hence they show attraction. Iska matlab we can conclude that different objects develop or generate different kind of charges. and by convention we have taken these two charges as positive and negative. See beta, nobody has seen the charges. जब आपने refill को पॉलिथिन में ऐसे रब किया, ठीक है, जब आपने ऐसे रब किया, can we see any positive negative sign over there? We can't see anything, right? We can't see anything. We can't see anything on this also. When you rubbed your plastic scale on your hair, then you can't see any charges. You can't see any positive, negative written there. Lekin by convention, there are certain feeble charges, small charges being developed, which is at rest, and that is why they are termed as static charges. They develop. And by convention, we have taken these two charges as positive and negative. Clear to all of you? And when glass rod is rubbed with a silk cloth, by convention, the charge developed is taken as positive. And ebonite rod ke upar, when it is rubbed, then it is termed as a negative charge. So ye convention हमने लिया हुआ है. It is easier to understand. Now, the next question is, how are these charges getting transferred? How will we come to know whether an object is charged or not? मैंने आपको बोला आपने एक्टिविटी की, but how will we come to know whether an object is charged or not? The answer for this is a device which is called as electroscope. Let me show you. I have made one. This is an electroscope. Can you see it? Yes? Are you able to see it better? This is a simple device which is called as an electroscope. इसको बनाने के लिए we don't have to do too much of efforts, and I want you to do this today. ठीक है? You need an empty bottle. Any jam bottle will do. Glass bottle. ये आपको घर पे आसानी से मिल जाएगी. कोई भी ग्लास बॉटल ऐसी ले लीजिए. It can be smaller than this also. उसका लिड निकाल दीजिए. आपने लिड को खराब नहीं करना है. आपने लिड को निकाल देना है. एक कार्डबोर्ड लेना है. You have to take a cardboard, simple cardboard, maybe a shoe box का cardboard या कहीं से भी आपको rough cardboard, उसको कट कर लीजिए slightly bigger than the mouth of the lid. ठीक है, उसके opening के जो container की opening है उसे slightly bigger लेना है. And you have to take a simple paper clip. ये paper clip है जिसको मैंने open कर दिया है. Either you can take a paper clip or you can even take a copper wire. जो इलेक्ट्रिकल वायर है उसकी प्लास्टिक कोटिंग रिमूव कर दीजिए, यू विल गेट दैट. तो वो छोटी सी आपने लेनी है, एंड टू बेंड इट. सिंगल कॉपर वायर आपने लेनी है. एंड यू नीड एल्यूमिनियम फॉइल. एल्यूमिनियम फॉइल तो हमारे घर में है सबके पास में, ठीक है ना. उसकी 2 स्ट्रिप्स बनानी है, 1 सेंटीमीटर इंटू 4 सेंटीमीटर लेंथ अप्रोक्सीमेटली. ठीक है, 2 आपने करनी है. बस आपने ये लिड लेना है. यू हैव टू टेक दिस कंटेनर, नॉट द लिड, कंटेनर यू हैव टू टेक दिस कार्डबोर्ड and cut it in this form, which is should be slightly bigger than the opening of the container, and take this paper clip. ठीक है, पेपर क्लिप लेकर आपने इसको ओपन अप कर देना है. ओपन अप द पेपर क्लिप and then take 2 aluminium foil strips and put it at this end. अंदर वाले end को bend कर कर उसमें डाल देना है. And you have to keep it like this. Close it. Clear to all of you? अब हमारे को पता कैसे लगेगा कि whether how will we use this device to know whether an object is charged or not? It is very simple. You have to take the refill again. ठीक है? I hope it is now. It is clear. Can you see it? Okay, fine.
Yes,
I'm taking this refill again and rubbing it. It may not be, you may not be able to see very clearly in the camera, but then if you do it, you will be able to observe it definitely. I'm rubbing it again, and immediately after rubbing, without touching the rubbed end with your hand, you have to touch it to this metal strip and note what happens to the aluminium foils. बस आपने ये नोट करना है कि एल्यूमिनियम फॉइल की अभी कैसे हैं और टचिंग के बाद क्या होता है. ठीक है ना. दिस यू हैव टू ऑब्जर्व एंड यू हैव टू टच दिस टू द मेटल स्ट्रिप. The aluminum foils will slightly move, very slightly move apart. Okay? Now the reason how it happens. This we have charged with the help of a plastic refill with the help of a polythene. ठीक है? अब ये जो है यहाँ पर जब charged body हमने इसके साथ touch की, this is made up of metal. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. तो यहाँ पर static charges थी, electricity, so it will pass through this and then come to those aluminium strips. Aluminium again is a metal. ठीक है? और क्योंकि हमने इसके साथ टच किया था, both the aluminium foils will get same charges. Both the aluminium foil strips will get charged with the same charge, and hence they will move apart slightly. Do you understand? And this is a device which is called as an electroscope, which helps us to detect whether an object is charged or not. If you touch it now, अगर मैंने इसको touch कर दिया है, and then if I touch it now, nothing happens to the aluminium foil strips. This indicates that this is not charged now. All right. If I touch this strip with my finger, then the charges are getting transferred through my body into the earth, and that process is called as earthing. And the aluminium strips will come back to their original position again. Clear? Now let me show you a simple, let me share another video to show you better as to how this process is happening. If you're not able to see very clearly, then we can watch it in this video.
How to know whether an object is charged or not? Let us make a small device for that. Take a small glass jar, a cardboard which is slightly bigger in size than the mouth of the glass jar, one metallic paper clip, two small aluminum foil strips around 4 to 5 centimeter long and 1 centimeter wide. Next, open out the clip and insert two aluminum foil strips at one end. Make sure the two strips are close but not touching each other. We insert the other end of the clip in the cardboard so that it is perpendicular to it and it is hanging down from the cardboard. Place the cardboard as the lid of the jar. If we touch a charged object with the metal clip, see what happens? The aluminum foil strips are repelling each other. It means they acquired same kind of charge, which means charge from the charged body have flown into them. So we can say electrical charge can be transferred from a charged body to another through a metal conductor. Next, if we touch the paper clip, the aluminum foils would come back to the normal position. Means they lost the electric charge. We say the foil strips are discharged now. So what exactly happened here? When we touched the clip, the charge from the strips flowed through the metal clip, then through our body to the earth. When charge from a charged body transfers to the earth, we call that process earthing. You know, such a simple device can be used to test whether an object is carrying charge or not. This device is known as electroscope. In buildings, there are cables which go into the ground for providing earthing support. If somehow electric current leaks into the wall because of damaged wire, the electric charge would go straight into the ground through these cables and no one would get electric shock. Thus, earthing is provided in the buildings to protect us from electrical shocks due to any leakage of electrical current. So to sum up what we learned today, some objects can be charged by rubbing with other objects. There are two kinds of charges, positive charge and negative charge. Like charges repel and unlike charges attract each other. The electrical charges produced by rubbing are called static charges. When charges move, they constitute an electric current. An electroscope may be used to detect whether a body is charged or not. The process of transfer of charge from a charged object to the earth is called earthing. That's all for now. Bye bye.